I didn't know the word of the year was an actual thing until they just released it. So, according to Oxford University Press, they have officially dubbed brain rot as the word of the year. What are they trying to say? What are they trying to say about our brains? Like, are they really trying to say we have brain rot, every single person? I would have rather heard maybe trauma as the word of the year. I said that in a video, but I didn't think it was so like cut in stone, like we actually pick a word of the year. I was just making a joke, like a dark humor joke. But brain rot? Like, what does that mean for me? Are you saying I have brain rot? Like, what is brain rot? According to their definition of brain rot, I have it saved. Hold on. Their definition of brain rot is basically a term used to capture concerns about the impact of consuming excessive amounts of low quality online content, especially on social media. Why this year? Why this year? You want to know why? Because of trauma. Because of trauma. Who voted brain rot? They want us to feel like we have brain rot. Instead of us focusing on our trauma, instead of us focusing on healing, because we all know we have trauma. I mean, let's be for real. Let's be for freaking real. So much has happened over the last 5-6 years that we all know we have trauma. We all know we do. So if Oxford were to say, hey, trauma's the word of the year, we wouldn't even be surprised. We wouldn't even be surprised. We'd be like, oh yeah, I could have guessed that. Because I guessed it. I thought if there was a word of the year, trauma would be it. But no, why? Why is brain rot the word of the year? They want us to think that we are like dumb. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they really want us to question ourselves. Because if it was trauma, we could actually live with ourselves knowing that, this whole year was about trauma and like we're getting through it, we're growing, we're healing. How do you get past brain rot? How do you solve brain rot? For real. Also, according to the Oxford University Press, the first recorded use of brain rot was found in 1854 in Henry David Thoreau's book Walden. Thoreau criticizes society's tendency to devalue complex ideas or those that can be interpreted in multiple ways. So like creativity, right? Ideas. In favor of simple ones, and sees this as indicative of a general decline in mental and intellectual effort. While England endeavors to cure the potato rot, will not any endeavor to cure the brain rot, which prevails so much more widely and fatally. Here, let me just show you the little paragraph I got that from, just so you can read it yourself if you really want to. So in 1854, this guy, Henry David Thoreau, said in his book that even in 1854, back over 1,000, okay, I'm not even going to do the math on it, but back then they even used brain rot, potato rot as a way to describe how people don't use their ideas to their full potential. Like if you go doom scrolling on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, right? People have dumbed down their ideas. You see a lot of the trends. Oh, POV. The trend POV. Let's be for real. What do you know what POV stands for? Do you know what POV means? It's point of view. Point of view. That trend alone with content is false. It's done. It's not even real. Like point of view is point of view. If you go say POV, you better put that camera on your forehead and give the POV. Do you know what I'm saying? The misuse of content like point of view is why we have brain rot, I guess. Like, it's why we are turning these complex ideas into dumb ideas, into less use of your brain. You know, you use less of your brain when you see the word POV. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Because you're not actually getting the POV. You're not actually getting the point of view. Yeah. I don't agree with brain rot being the word of the year because I believe in order for us to actually want to scroll through our social medias, there needs to be a reason. We're either bored, tired, freaking traumatized, like we're done, like we're exhausted. That's why we are choosing to rot our brain. We are choosing to doom scroll. And that's why they picked the word of the year. They picked brain rot as the word of the year to give us this fear of being stupid. You're not stupid. We're not stupid, okay? We're not stupid. We created computers. We created the internet. So let's not sit here and put ourselves down and say that we're rotting our brains all the freaking time. Okay? Like, yes, doom scrolling is not good for you. No, it's not. But we're not going to sit here and incentivize that. We're not going to put a label on it and justify it. We're not going to justify brain rot just because it's the word of the year. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And you know what? You want to know something? Just because they named the word of the year brain rot, it doesn't mean anyone is going to change it. It doesn't mean it's going to change anything. It doesn't change shit. Sorry for my use of language, but it doesn't. It doesn't change anything. It creates more fear. It creates this more illusion of what we think we're doing to ourselves. Like I said, what the heck happened to YOLO, guys? What the frick happened to being like whoever you wanted to be? Because now they're labeling us, oh, you're rotting your brain. If you go on your phone, you rot your brain. What are they doing? What are they trying to do? You know, you had to go on the internet to even vote for this. You know, you had to go on the internet to even announce the word of the year. And you know what's funny? They probably announced it through content. They probably announced it through a short or some short form, low quality content. Like, I would have honestly argued trauma as the word of the year. Like, even Skibbity. I would have voted Skibbity word of the year. Not even who the frick used brain rot? Did you use brain rot in January? Did you use it in February, March, April? No, it probably is the word of the month for like November. It's not the word of the year. I don't think I've heard anyone here like talk about brain rot until recently. Until like the last 3 months of the year. But over the whole course of 2024, no, everyone is put up. We are traumatized. Oh, we are traumatized. And I think that is why we even choose to go on our phones and why we choose to listen to these people telling us the word of the year. Who voted for that? Like, who's voting? How old are they? You know, are they actually going on their phones and scrolling? Like, they probably are. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just thought I would announce that. You know, that's a pretty, yeah. I did not know there was a word of the year. And now that I do know, I will be looking forward to what every year is represented by. I actually want to see, what was the word of the year for 2023? Let me see that really quick. What was the word of the year? Oh, shit. And don't mind my cussing, my bad. Yeah. Words of the year for 2023. Why are there so many? Okay. I'm dead. Oxford Word of the Year for 2023 was Riz. That's what I'm saying. Like, why is it brain rot? I would have honestly argued Skibbity or freaking what, Beta or something. I don't know. I would have argued not brain rot. Riz. Riz was the word of the year last year. That's concerning. Let me see 2022. I don't know. Now I'm just very curious. 2022, word of the year. Goblin mode? Yeah, bro. What? This is like probably according to Twitter or something. Like, it's all brain rot. They knew people were listening. They knew people were going to tune into that. So don't let brain rot or whatever they're trying to label us as get to you. Like, don't let that get to you. Do what you want to do. Don't let this brain rot label make you feel stupid or dumb. Because it definitely doesn't make me feel stupid or dumb. You know, like, everyone has their own ish. Like, I go on my phone, you go on your phone. Like, we do what we want to do. I'm not rotting my brain. I don't know. I just don't think that was the word of the year. They're forcing that. I think they knew what they were doing with that shit. Yeah. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, if you go scrolling, don't feel bad about yourself. Don't feel bad about yourself, because that's what they want you to feel like. Yeah. Thank you, and I'll see you later.